Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there, you know what they are, in the description box below. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. Share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap and slap that bell. I think we all know what to do with it by now. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because pretty much if you miss any of my videos, and I know you don't, some of you do, some of you don't. But if you do, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe. You can leave a comment if you want. But if you're going to leave stupid comments, you're getting blocked. And if you don't like that, that's too bad. And if you say, it's like, oh, why don't you put the comments up? You don't take constructive criticism. I'm not going to put up stupid comments, okay? That's not what my channel's about. So, if you don't like it, tough shit, get off my channel. Simple as that. And if you can't do that, you need serious help. And that's pretty much it. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. And if you like what you see, you want more, please hit that bell for more. And hit that like button. And shove it up everybody's ass, because that's what it should be. Stick that thumb straight up the wazoo. And then pull it out and... never mind. But in any case, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button on this channel. Show my other channels your love and support. All the channels are down below in the gobbledygook. And that's pretty much it. Alright. On this late Thursday night, March the 21st, 2024, or if you're watching from another planet or another time zone, it is now March the 22nd, 2024, as we pretty much finish off the first week, except for Monday, but I guess we'll call it the rest of the week, for spring. Spring started on Tuesday, pretty nice yesterday, but today, cold as balls, and windy as fuck, too. Tomorrow, not gonna be gonna be the same fucking shit. 40 degrees with a wind chill. At least it's not gonna, it's supposed to rain Saturday all fucking day. Oh, that sucks. So if you had plans for Saturday, unless you're gonna bring an umbrella, if you're going out, but that sucks. I may or may not go out Saturday. We'll see. We'll see if my plans change, but I was supposed to go out somewhere, but we'll see what happens with that. If anything, it could be changed to Palm Sunday, but, you know, we'll see what happens with that. So I might take the weekend off and just chill. Watch some, well, I could watch some wrestling, but there is no wrestling on Saturday. Collision's not on. I could watch WOW, that's Women of Wrestling, that comes on, I think at 11 o'clock on Channel 55 here in New York. No! We're not gonna watch something else. Wesley Cat wants to watch something else. No, we're gonna watch wrestling. But in any case, we got that. And we move on with that. Yes, so that's Saturday. Tomorrow, we got SmackDown and the Epic Face-Off, once again, with Cody! MDK all day. Cody! You little dick syndrome bitch! And, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And pretty close to 1,300 days as champ. Getting close to WrestleMania, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because I know Dwayne better make the right choice and stay heel until after WrestleMania. I really think Seth Rollins is going to blow a gasket on night 1 or night 2. I'm hoping it's night 2. if anything, the person that should take the fall on night 1, Cody should lose. Actually, Seth could take the pin twice. He'll lose to Drew McIntyre, most likely. And, God forbid he beats Drew McIntyre at Mania, which will suck for Drew. Because you know he'll be gone. But, after that. But, they're trying to renegotiate his contract. He has a little bit more time because of injury. So, he's not really leaving after Mania. I think he's leaving. He may leave probably in the summertime, but we'll see. Because he still has that thing with Punk, so he's most likely going to stay. So, we'll see what happens with that. As far as Seth goes, I mean, his contract does come up in June. Same with Becky, his wife, Becky Lynch. Probably will resign, but so we'll see what happens with that. But I really think that Seth freaking Rollins is going to turn heel. He's going to turn on Cody. Cody's going to finish his story probably at SummerSlam and get the World Heavyweight title. But as far as Roman, you are going to lose again, bitch. That's pretty much it for that. So we got that tomorrow night, the face-off, with no bloodline around except for the Wise Man. My name is Paul Heyman, and Seth probably will not be there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. And that's pretty much it for that. All right, enough about that bullshit. Hope everybody had a great Thursday, and if you did, great. If you didn't, that's too bad for you, sir. That's too bad. I can't help you, so. Cry yourself a river. I don't personally give a shit. And, that's pretty much it. Alright, got Palm Sunday this weekend, and then next weekend, that beautiful Easter holiday. And then, right after Easter, we start WrestleMania week, and it's gonna be exciting. And we'll see what happens with that as we move on. And that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time on this late Thursday night. Thank you for watching right here on the Killer Demons channel. Once again, my name is Peter fucking Joseph, the Tribal God, the King of Extreme, your worst nightmare come true. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, music, which I know way more than you do, and that's a fact too. Music, movies, sports, whatever. And if you like it, great. You don't, get out of here. But that's pretty much it. Speaking of sports, well, the Mets made a big splash earlier this evening. They got their DH, which they've been trying to get. They finally get JD Martinez. No, not that JD. JD Martinez from the Dodgers. I think it was a free agent, so I don't think they gave up anything. So, he is going to be hopefully the opening day DH. So, he protects Pete Alonso. He can play first base. He can play the outfield. He can do it all. Great player from Seattle. Many years in Seattle. All the years in Boston. And then last couple of years with the Dodgers. So we got all that. We'll see what happens with Mr. JD Martinez. I still think the Mets should get a pitcher because their rotation sucks. But, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next 5 days because pretty much by I believe, Tuesday, well, besides the Dodgers and the Padres will be in Seoul, Korea, Wednesday and Thursday for the opening of the 2024 season. Everybody else starts on Thursday, so Tuesday will be the final, I believe Monday or Tuesday will be the final spring training game, and then they'll pack up their bags and go wherever they're going to go. The Mets will be coming back to New York to face the Milwaukee, which means the good land, the Milwaukee Brewers, for 4 games, March the 28th, 29th, 30th, and Easter. So you've been watching baseball on Easter. And then I think they go into a series with the Miami Marlins. So, got that. I think most of April they're playing the division, which sucks, but it is what it is. At least they're not playing them 19 fucking times. We'll see what happens with that. The Yankees start on this coming Thursday. See what happens with that. Garrett Cole will not be on the opening day roster because he's hurt. Good. Judgy Wudgy's hurt, but he'll start, obviously, because he's Judgy Wudgy. Stanton. Big deal, you had 3 home runs last night. Woo! Big deal. Fucking steroid user. 3 home runs off a fucking garbage lefty from the Pirates. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares, man? You're gonna get hurt again. Stanton cannot stay healthy. The last few years he's been a Yankee, he cannot stay healthy. Ship him out. Worst fucking trade next to Aroyd. That's another steroid user. The entire Yankee team is full of steroid users. That's why they got another one in Stanton. Not Stanton, sorry, Soto. Oh, he might come to the Mets. So what? So what if he comes to the Mets? Oh, you gonna say he's a steroid user? No, I'm gonna say he's gonna be bona fide 40, 50 home runs on the Mets next season. Not 24, 25. If he comes to the Mets, we'll see. We'll see if the Yankees hold on to him or he says, well, fuck the Bronx, I'm going to go to a better borough, and that's Queens. Even though Brooklyn's the best, but that's just another story for another time. So we got that, and we got the Texas Rangers defending the World Series title. The whole thing with Ohtani and his interpreter with the whole betting thing, I think that's really fucked up. And if Ohtani is involved in this shit, oh, it's gonna put a black eye on baseball. We got the whole Pete Rose thing. And now we may get Ohtani, probably one of the best players in the game. And he might be banned from baseball. Or at least for the year, maybe. That'll suck for the Dodgers. They waste $1 billion to get Yamamoto and freaking Ohtani. Ohtani's go bye-bye. And freaking Yamamoto, thank God you did not come to the Mets. He's having a really bad spring. Gave up 5 runs the other day. What a waste. Thank you, Stevie Cohen, for not getting that guy. Thank the Lord for that. I know we got a gap in our bullpen. What's his name? Fujiwara, whatever his name is. But I mean, at least he can pitch. Unlike Yamamoto, I know Ohtani can't even pitch because his arm is gone. What a waste of money that was. I mean, Ohtani's a great player, no doubt about it. But he's fucking brittle right now. And he's involved in this freaking betting scandal. His fucking interpreter got fired by the Dodgers. And now Ohtani could be, if they keep investigating, and Ohtani's like, yeah, I did all this shit back in Japan. Oh, Japan, he's gonna be freaking ousted in Japan. And like, don't even come back to Japan. Fuck you. He'll be ousted from his own country. And he won't be playing baseball anymore. He can go anywhere and become a fisherman or something. He won't be playing baseball. Fuck that. And you probably won't be going into the Hall of Fame either, like Pete Rose said that he's not in the Hall of Fame because of that betting shit. But, it is what it is. I mean, we didn't have DraftKings back in the day. DraftKings is a great betting site, by the way, and FanDuel, but I use DraftKings mostly. Just me. And I do pretty good, too. But it is what it is. I don't bet too much, man. I bet like $5 on the Niners winning the Super Bowl and I lost, but it is what it is. It's what it is. You win some, you lose some. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. Okay. I'm not going to sing the Facts of Life theme song. Great show, by the way. I love the 80s. 80s were probably the greatest decade ever. Great music. I mean, dance music. Metal. hair metal, all the great bands that came out of there, the Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Poison, Winger. Oh yeah, I like Winger. People say, "Oh, do you like Winger?" Yeah, of course I like Winger. How can you not? I mean, come on. I mean, Headed for a Heartbreak, probably one of the best, not the best, but a great ballad. Miles Away, another ballad, a great ballad. But my favorite Winger song is "She's only 17, but she's 33." There you go. Really, that song's about, they got a lot of heat for that song because it's about pedophilia almost. Like, it had ties to, underage. Like, oh, I like that girl, she's 17. And I'm 33, I don't know what you were writing there, Kip Winger. I don't know. I don't want to know. Oh, God. Rat, the thrash metal, Metallica. All the great bands that came out. Ozzy, of course. Kiss. Took out the makeup, and some good albums. Not great, but some good. Lick It Up, the first album after they took out the makeup, I thought it was pretty decent. Crazy Nights is Crazy Nights and Asylum are my favorites. And then near the end of the 80s, Kiss was, they were still good, selling albums and everything. And then it went away for a while after Hot in the Shade. They come back with a banger album like Revenge. Ugh. And probably their heaviest fucking song, Unholy. I'm not gonna sing it because I can't sing that high. Unholy, which is their only metal song. And you thought Kiss was not metal. They're really not. They're really not metal, but if you look up on Google, is Kiss metal? You'll find they're actually metal. Which is crazy enough. But yeah, Unholy is their heaviest song, and it's a metal banger. So they did delve into the realm of metal with that song. And technically, Revenge is a hard rock / metal album. And even on the final album they did with Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer in the group, what was the name of that goddamn album? Carnival of Souls, the Final Sessions. They had a couple of not metal-ish songs, but most of the album was rock. So you could characterize Kiss as hard rock, classic rock, hair metal. Even they had so much hair back then in the freaking 80s with those weird freaking get-ups and everything. It was crazy. Kiss was like almost a hair metal band. But they do have a metal song. And technically a metal album. There's a couple ballads on that. That's was one ballad, Every Time I Look at You. But, I mean, God Gave Rock and Roll to You is like the rock and roll / metal anthem of the world. I'm just saying. Domino's a great song. It's not metal-ish, but it's hard rock. But yeah, Kiss is metal, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't believe me, look it up. It is what it is. I know a lot about metal, so don't shoot the messenger, because I grew up on the 80s metal, I grew up on 90s metal, I grew up on pretty metal since I was born, almost. Well, not so much when I was born, but pretty much since the mid-80s all the way up to now, I've been a metalhead. And I love the 80s, too. The Duran Durans and Aha and U2 and so many other great 80s bands. Because the 80s are the greatest decade ever. Ever. And metal is the greatest music in the world. And if you don't like it, too bad. Because as Dee Snider once said, If it ain't metal, it's crap. Pretty much. Like the mumble crap that you listen to. I can't get into that shit. I can't get into Post Malone, yeah, he sang a song, he had Ozzy on his album. Big deal. Great song, but I'm not a big Post Malone guy. But, it is what it is. I don't like Jelly Roll. I don't even like Jelly Roll as a freaking food. I don't like jelly at all. Jelly, I just can't get into eating jelly. Jelly's like, jam, whatever. I can't get into that, but yeah, in any case, yeah, we'll move on with that, but yeah, but as far as Kiss goes, they're a hard rock, they're really classic rock / hard rock, or just rock if you want to put it technically, but they have influences in metal, and they are labeled as a metal band. And if you don't believe me, go on Google. Just Google it, as Schmuck JD always says. Well, fuck JD and fuck his fans too. That's that. Alright, enough about music. We can talk about music all day on my metal channel. My Metal God channel, but it is what it is. If I have some time, I might do another top 5, top 10. We'll see what happens. Maybe after Mania, because, I'm so, next week and really WrestleMania week, I am booked up with reviews and predictions, and I can do my baseball review on Monday, because the season starts on Wednesday, so I gotta get that done. All the reviews for this coming, we're pretty much after tomorrow. At least I got the weekend off, and then we start on Monday with Monday Night Raw. Pretty much the week before Mania. I gotta do predictions for Mania, predictions for Supercard of Honor. It's insane how many videos I'm gonna be doing. I might do 10 videos in a day. I doubt that, but crazy. I gotta do WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. I gotta do Supercard of Honor. I gotta do NXT. I'm not doing TNA, because TNA is not really doing anything, even though they do have Under Siege. And I gotta do Raw, NXT, Dynamite, Ring of Honor, TNA, in that whole week. And I gotta work, which is insane, so I don't know if I'm gonna get everything done, and especially after all that, especially the weekend. I'll tell you right now, on Sunday, on WrestleMania Sunday, I will be doing, probably 2, I'll see about, I might do NXT Stand and Deliver, probably right before Mania, and then, for night 1, and then Sunday before night 2, I'll try to do Supercard of Honor review and not NXT, sorry, and then after Mania night 2, probably after the media scrum, so late Sunday, April the 7th, I will be doing WrestleMania big review, night 1 and 2. So get ready for that. It's gonna be a long video. I don't know how long, but hopefully not 3-4 hours. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And then April the 8th. I might mention some things from the scrum. I might do a quick video about the media scrum from night 1, and really night 1 will go right into night 2, so I'm going to really do that. So it'll probably be just for night 2, heading into Monday Night Raw, the epic Raw after Mania shows that usually they do. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I talked way too long, and I apologize for that. But I had to explain a lot of things that are coming up, so if you think I just ramble on for 25 minutes... then just don't watch the first 25 minutes. Or just don't watch at all. But you're watching anyway because you love me. And I love you too. Actually, I don't. But it is what it is. Alright, let's get to this quick Monday Night Raw review for March the 18th, 2024. And we are emanating from the PNC Center in Flair Country, Raleigh, North Carolina! Alright. And our commentary team of Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee. Alright. We heard from Cody on this show, the whole little dick syndrome shit. Basically, kind of giving it back to The Rock after The Rock basically dissed his mom, and, Cody really didn't defend his mom. He just said, oh, you and Roman, you don't have no BDE, you just have little dick syndrome, Rock, It's like, you're the great one, and I was like, Roman's the tribal chief and you're his side bitch. I'm like, oh yeah, now you grew some balls, Cody, but that promo fucking put me to sleep. Like all your fucking promos. Cody's promos are like Wheeler Yuta's promos. Nobody fucking cares. Or as Roman would say, this like missionary position every single night. Ugh, I can't stand it. Cody Rhodes is boring. At least your dad, the late great Dusty Rhodes, American Dream, baby. He talked about hard times, daddy. You just talk about dicks. Little dicks, that's all you talk about. It's like you never got to a fight in your life. You're basically getting buried by The Rock. Because The Rock is 100 million times way better than you in the ring and on the mic. So, Cody Rhodes, shut your fucking mouth, you crybaby bitch. That's it. And all you fans out there that are Cody crybabies too, just remember, in pretty much in about a week from now, actually, well, more than a week, 2 weeks from Saturday, you're gonna be crying on night 1 and night 2. So, go fuck yourselves. You can start a riot in that shitty dump of a fucking stadium, Lincoln Financial fucking Field. Start a fucking riot. I don't give a fuck. But Roman and the Bloodline still gonna be number 1. And you will acknowledge them and pretty much acknowledge us as well. The fans. The fans of the Bloodline, so. We move on. Alright, so we got all that. But we'll talk about Cody in a little bit. Alright, so we start off Raw with one of, Cody's best friends. Do you feel him, sir? Jey Uso. He comes out, Pat McAfee's on the table. That's right, Uso, yeah! Barking out. Freaking getting, freaking Michael Cole to start, doing this. I'm like, you okay there, dude? Don't fall now. Oh well. Anyway, so Jey Uso comes out, wastes no time calling out his brother Jimmy. And pretty much on cue, Jimmy comes out with Solo Mibuki, Solo Sikoa. They come to the ring. And Jey says, I know we have bad blood, but I miss my brother. Really now? I miss being with you, and it's like, and ask him to come back, but Jimmy's like, well, it was your idea to leave the Bloodline, dumbass. I mean, Jey, really? And it was like, it was you going off on your own to be a success, even though you won the tag team belts without me, you had to win it with a schmuck like Cody. And the biggest moment in your career is because of me. And then Jay's like, no, Oos, that's not right, Oos. The biggest moment of my career is going to be at WrestleMania when I knock the yeet out of your mouth. Oh, really? We'll see. Anyway, and then Solo comes in, and a big beatdown, 2-on-1 beatdown, but Cody comes out in, his suit and everything. Well, no, not his suit, but he had a vest on. So he comes out in his vest, and hits, I think it was Solo with the Cody Cutter in that suit, which I thought was pretty impressive. But it is what it is. Impressive. Skywalker. But we move on with that. Alright, so a little bit more hype to Jimmy and Jay, brother versus brother, in the city of brotherly love. How fitting. At WrestleMania. And by the way, WrestleMania has 10, the perfect 10 matches, and they're thinking about putting another 4 matches on the show. I don't know how they're going to split that. I would say 7 on night 1, 7 on night 2. I mean, there's 14. But I don't know how many matches are going to be on night 1 or 2. We do know it's going to last like 5-6 hours. Of course, the pre-show at 6 most likely, and then the main show at 7. Because you're going to have the national anthem, you're going to have America, they're going to have some musical performances. They're talking about Downstate is thinking about doing Cody Rhodes' theme maybe on night 2. So you know those Cody crybaby bitches are going to go, no! I care less. I don't even care. I hope Paramore is there for doing Bayley's song. A lot of people, I think, a lot of people on Twitter, even my good buddy Deluxe Man was, he actually put up a poll, like, if Paramore does go to WrestleMania, what song do they sing Bayley out to? And I go, Misery Business, because it fits. Misery Business is a great song on the first album. So, it fits. I mean, what else can fit, really? I mean, you can pick a lot of Paramore songs, but they don't fit Bayley's character right now. But I would put Misery Business. You could put the stuff off the new album, but there's nothing really can fit that. I love Paramore. Don't get me wrong, I love Paramore. Hayley Williams is just a doll. That's what you get when you get. See, I like other things besides metal. You know, Paramore's not a metal band per se. It's a good band. Paramore's a great band. It is what it is. I didn't like him when he first. I mean, I did see them when they first started. When Misery Business came out, Crush. Crush. You know, and then their song. What's that song called? Decode from the Twilight films. I love that. That song. That's a great banger song. Not bang. You know, song, but it's a great song. Anyway, all right, going back to music. I could do something else. But we got that, so we'll see what happens with Jimmy and Jay next week this coming Monday on the program. And maybe they might be on Friday, but we'll see. Alright, after that we get a video on the last woman standing match coming up in the main event between Becky, the man, Becky Lynch, and Nia Jax. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we have Adam Pearce, the Raw General Manager, on the phone with somebody, probably Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis tore his tricep, and he's going to be out for a while. Don't know how he did it. I think he said like a freak accident. I'm like, what were you doing? Besides banging Mickie James, I mean, maybe he tore his tricep doing something, I don't know. I don't want to know. But anyway, he may or may not be on TV that much, so we'll see what happens with that. So SmackDown has no GM right now because the GM is injured, and he got surgery. Probably be in a cast for a while, so maybe he can be on TV, but we'll see him in a cast. They'll probably, people will make fun of it. We'll see. So anyway, Adam Pearce calls look like Nick Aldis to yell about Solo and Jimmy being on Raw unannounced, but then the wise man, Paul Heyman, comes in and interrupts. He says the Bloodline's actions weren't authorized by the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, or The Rock. And he's like, don't worry, Jimmy and Solo are gone for the night. But I'm here, and I have some official business to take care of, so I'm gonna go do that, and it's gonna catch everyone off guard. So we got that. And we move on with that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright. After that, we get to the WrestleMania Tag Team Title qualifying matches. We already have, I believe, we got Judgment Day, definitely. Who else qualified? I forget, but anyway, we got the qualifying matches starting. We got a banger of a match. DIY of Johnny Gargano and the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa, taking on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. This was a great match. I loved it. Back and forth they went. The winners go to WrestleMania. I mean, both teams deserve to go to WrestleMania. But crazy match. 17.5-minute match. Super white noise for a near fall on Julius. But we're getting to the end. We get back-to-back moonsaults for a near fall. And then the Creeds load up the Brutus ball. It missed. And then Johnny Gargano hits a super kick on Julius into a roll-up by Ciampa. 1, 2, 3. So Ciampa's dream, and Gargano's dreams of going to WrestleMania are going to happen. They're in the match. That 6-way ladder match for the tag team belts. That match is going to be insane. But we'll see what happens with that. So DIY gets the win. Match was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright. Then we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse, where we have the Judgment Day. We have Dominic Galeno and Mommy Rhea Ripley looking amazingly hot. And they're there, and I think we do see JD McDumbass, and then Finn Balor and Damian Priest there as well. And then Andrade comes in, and he's kind of interested. He wants to, join the group, and he's talking with Dom Dom and everything. And Dom Dom wants to bring him in. Mommy's really looking up and down on Andrade, if you know what I mean. I think Charlotte Flair might have something to say about that, and Buddy Murphy. So basically they tell him, so we're going to watch your match next week. See what happens with that. So Andrade leaves, and then Damian Priest, and really rips into JD McDonough for losing, especially last week, in that, gauntlet match. It's like losing to Ricochet. And then Dom Dom's like, hey, Poppy Priest, I got this, Issy. So we're gonna see Dom Dom against Ricochet later on. And then JD's like, I gave it all I got. You saw what I did to Ricochet? Yeah, you lost. And you're gonna pretty much get Spanish Archered out of the Judgment Day. If not you, probably Finn. Because Finn's going to go to NXT, join up with the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and reform the Bullet Club down in NXT. With a certain guy named Tama Tonga. Well, we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, we're going back to the ring with the ladies. And we got the Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, as they take on Indy Hartwell and the mean bitch, Candice LeRae. And this really didn't take that long. 2 minutes. 2 minutes! And Indy comes in, and she basically almost rips Casey Catanzaro's leg right off. I mean, that submission is freaking sick. It's like a half crab, and she just pulls way back on it. Like ripping your freaking cartilage and muscles out. It's like, ooh. I would hate to be put in that move. But then again, if it was Asuka, Kairi, Io, I wouldn't mind. But I digress. Alright, so Indy and Candice get the win. Indy's like, she's shocked at this new mean, aggressive side of Candice. So we got that match. I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Even Candice is like, is she okay? Is she okay, Ref? Is she okay? I like this Candice. Where was this in PWG? Well, that was later. When, she got super kicked in the face by the Bucks. And then she was, getting destroyed, and then she bled like a she had period blood instead of her pussy. She had it on her face, basically. And then somehow she comes back and beats the fuck out of the Bucks. And then somehow her and Joey Ryan win the PWG tag team belts. Way back when. And that's what really made Candice LeRae. Not so much Joey Ryan, because Joey Ryan's a piece of shit. And that's pretty much it. So we get that. Alright, so Indy and Candice get the win. And I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we get a look at the Rock concert from last week's SmackDown, which was epic. That was fun. So anyway, we're gonna get Cody's rebuttal. So he comes out, the super fans sing that goddamn theme song. No! But anyway, Cody gets in the ring. He says, in less than 3 weeks, I am going to go face to face with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania again in the rematch from last year's WrestleMania. So he talks about last week on SmackDown, The Rock referred to himself as a heel who might be an insider, which might be an insider term. But we all know what it actually means. Yeah, he's the boss, dumbass. So he goes, people like Ric Flair was a heel. Woo, thank your boy. But The Rock is just an asshole. Here he goes with the insults. Rock said he came back to save WWE, but it's like, look at this place. Now, without you here, look at it. So he says, Rock, you are a little more than a whiny bitch who brought up my mom. And so it's like, okay, Rock, you want to bring up my mom? How about we bring up your mom? I know your mom. She's a wonderful lady. She's a nice lady. I would take a bullet for her. Who helped him chop Kevin Owens in a dark match one time. Nobody cares about that. So he's like, Rock, you're gonna make my mom cry. But when when you beat me with a weightlifting belt, but you don't know my mom, she like beat up some guy in a concert. Like, nobody cares, Cody. Then he brings up the Little Dick syndrome. He's like, is Rock going to be the great one? Or is it going to be Little Dick syndrome? Oh, Cody. Ooh. Cody, ooh. Getting all mean. Going all using your AEW thing when you go with Jericho back in the day. Oh, you're so great, Cody. Get ready to get screwed again, bitch. I'm just telling you, it's 5 years ago, the same fucking storyline. And basically, Roman's like, you can't beat me, you get nothing. You're done. So, in turn, when Cody said, if I can't beat you, Jericho, I'm not going to get a title shot ever. So, there it is, 5 years ago. Not to the day, per se, but basically the same storyline, just different people. MJF was his friend. Who's his friend now? Oh, that's right, Seth Rollins. Think about it, you fucking marks. Think about it. 5 years ago, MJF, we didn't know, this guy, befriends Cody. Fights his battles and everything. And then what happened? I forgot what pay-per-view that was. I think it was Full Gear. Full Gear comes around. Cody's like, yeah, I'm going to win the title from Jericho. Next thing you know, boom! Right in the nutsack. MJF turns heel and became the greatest heel in AEW. Then he had that mega feud with Jericho, which was fucking epic. the whole singing thing was fun. That segment with the musical, that was fun. But think about it. 5 years later, Cody, who's Cody's friend? Seth Rollins. Who's he teaming with? Seth Rollins. Who did Cody team up with in AEW? MJF. Oh, we forget that, do we? But yeah. He's gonna lose on night 1, and Seth's gonna be pissed. And then Seth's probably gonna lose the world title, probably in the opening match of night 2. And then there might be a segment in between where, Cody's like, I'm sorry, you lost the belt and everything, blah, blah, blah. And Seth's like, where were you? Like, he yells at Cody, and then Cody's like, I don't need you. Or Seth's like, I don't need you. I don't like you anymore. Leave me alone. Or, he'll be nice. He's like, you go get him. Just win that title. Save the WWE. And then next thing you know, if it's bloodline rules, and you think that somebody from the bloodline is going to come out, maybe like a Jacob Fatu or Tama Tonga. Next thing you know, swerve, bro! Seth comes out to stop all this madness happening. Like maybe The Rock turns on Dwayne, right? And then Cody hits his Cody cutters, and he's about to win, and then next thing you know, the referee gets pulled out, and like, what happened? Who is it? It's Seth freaking Rollins. And what does Seth freaking Rollins do? Stomps Cody in the middle of that ring, and Roman just, Roman's like, ugh. So basically, kind of a carbon copy of WrestleMania 39. Instead of Solo costing him, it would be Seth freaking Rollins. Mark my words, I said it pretty much since Royal Rumble. I said Seth Rollins is going to cost Cody. Cody should have never won. If Punk didn't get hurt, we still would have probably would have still seen Cody versus Roman. But they had to bring in The Rock just to, add shits and giggles and everything. And now that he's been healed for basically about a month now, I just think he's coming in to be a heel, and then the eventual turn to be a full-fledged heel, and then Roman in turn will probably turn face. Maybe, I think after WrestleMania should happen, not at, I think let Rock cook a little bit, but, he can still turn on Roman at Mania, and then after Mania, he leaves, because he's got to do that stupid movie, and he won't be back till probably the end of the year, unless they can work something out, where maybe they fight at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, or they face off at SummerSlam, or they play it out, they go 1 year until WrestleMania 41, when Roman may or may not have the title by then. They'll probably just have a tribal combat match for the head of the table, and Roman will smash him. He was going to smash him anyway, belt or no belt. But it is what it is. But I do firmly believe in my heart of hearts, in my gut, that Seth Rollins is going to cost Cody either on night 2. I don't think on night 1. If it happens on night 1, then alright, people are like, oh, I didn't see it coming. Like, yeah, I did. I was hoping to be on night 2, but I think we might get Seth Rollins turn on night 1, and then Rock turn on night 2. And then everybody's like, oh, Stone Cold's gonna come out and do something with The Rock, and nobody cares. Yeah, Stone Cold will be the guy to help Cody win the belt. Fuck that. No. So anyway, we move on. Alright, so Cody Cole says Rock has a small cock. Nobody cares. So he's like, Rock, you call yourself the final boss, and credit to Brian Gurus for coming up with that. Ooh, really now? But he thinks Rock is just Roman Reigns' side bitch. And then Paul Heyman thankfully comes out to save this promo, saying, Cody, we have a lot in common. You brag about, you try to brag about me bringing out New York Police Department cops, take care of you. It didn't work. So I apologize to everybody involved. Wants to talk about heels. That might be true of me. Roman is a tribal chief of his word. So he mentions that on Friday, for the face-to-face, that I'm only going to show up with the tribal chief. No Solo, no Jimmy, nobody else. And it says, Cody, if you show up, Roman will be there alone. And Cody's like, deal. So Heyman's like, that's fine. If you show up alone too, so no Seth Rollins, nobody else. So Cody's like, deal. So we get that. So Rock won't be there at all. He will be on the show probably the week after that. Then Roman and The Rock will be at the Barclays Center on April Fool's Day, of all days, for Monday Night Raw, the Raw Before Mania, in Brooklyn. So the Bloodline will be in my city, and I'm not going to go see it, but, where am I? I mean, it's pretty much a hot skip and jump from my house. Not even that far, well, not that far away, like 30 minutes away on the train. But all you have to do is just hop on the bus, get on the train, boom, 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 done. I'm at the Barclays Center. And I'm probably sitting in God's country, don't my other Brooklynites. But I'd rather save my money for the WWE, you know what I mean? I know. It'd be great to see Roman and everything, but, money is tight, and I got a lot of bills to pay. But I do get my tax return pretty soon. Hopefully that's a lot, but we'll see. I did work a lot, so... I mean, last year wasn't that bad, but this year... And I gotta save it, I'm saving it for my vacation, so... You got that. That's gonna be in the summertime. Where? You won't know when. Where and when, you won't know. So that's it. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. So we're gonna see what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown with Roman and Cody, pretty much face to face, alone in the ring. Alone in the ring. Paul Heyman will just be there because he's the wise man. And Cody got nobody, and Roman don't even need Solo, Jimmy, and The Rock. So we got all that. So it should be a great show tomorrow. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Cody's promo I gave 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, there we have Nia Jax promising to break Becky's face again and take her place at WrestleMania to face Mommy Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. And we'll see what happens with that in the main event. Alright, then we go to the back where Jey Uso tells Cody that he has his back on SmackDown. But Cody says, I got this. I was like, alright, I'll free you, Uso. Yeet. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I did have another theory that the Jimmy and Jey Uso match, gonna be a good match. I think maybe Jimmy should win. Just saying, but I think Jey will win. And then after the match, they're gonna hug. You might have to remember that. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we could get the reuniting of Jimmy and Jey and the Usos, and they could possibly help Roman. But with Jey, yeah, you can hug your brother all you want, but then you want to come back to the bloodline and prove yourself, or you want to be Cody's side bitch, pretty much. So you think Rock is Roman's side bitch? Well, Jey is basically Cody's side bitch next to Seth Rollins, of course, too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we move on. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get the Ricochet and Dominic Garnetto, I say. With JD McDumbass at ringside. And it was an okay match. Pat McAfee with a Puma, actually Michael Cole with a Puma reference, and McAfee, was talking about Pumas run really fast, and like Michael was like, I'm surprised they even brought that up. That Prince Puma, Ricochet used to be called Prince Puma in Lucha Underground and in PWG. So anyway, Ricochet kicks Dom Dom in the face, goes for the 450, it missed, but Ricochet drops JD McDonough anyway, and then hits the recoil on Dom Dom, 1, 2, 3, and under 7.5 minutes, Ricochet gets the win, and that's pretty much it. And then afterwards, Ricochet has to fight off JD McDonough once again. So that's it. So Ricochet gets the win, and we'll see what happens with him in the future, and that's that. And we move on. So after that, we go to Sami Zayn walking in the back because he has a contract signing with Walter coming up. So he runs into Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. Who is stoic and still pissed that he lost last week to Sami Zayn and gonna get his WrestleMania dream of facing Walter and beating Walter. So Sami thanks Chad for the match last week. Gable still is pissed off. He's like, it means a lot more to me than it means to you. But Sami says, I have people I'm trying to make happy as well, meaning myself, my family, the fans, blah, blah, blah. So Gable's like, get to the point. So I was like, no, he says, I'm going to get straight to the point, Sami. You can't beat Gunther. We'll see. See what happens with that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the contract signing. So Walter comes out, Sami comes out. So Walter asks Sami, why isn't he dressed better for something involving a match of this magnitude? Because he's in a suit from the Men's Warehouse. Sami's in a shirt. His stupid raggedy hair and his grotesque looking beard looking like a freaking Cabbage Patch Kid. Anyway, Sami doesn't like how Walter is taking him so lightly, but that has been the case for most of his career. He's always been the ultimate underdog, per se. People didn't believe he would make it to WWE or main event WrestleMania, but last year he ended the longest tag team title reign of all time with the Usos, along with Kevin Owens. Now he's going to do the same thing to Walter and win the Intercontinental title and end the almost 2-year reign of Walter. I don't think he's going to do it, but sure think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. That's it. Alright, so I gave the contracts, actually, Sami signs, and Walter tells him to keep dreaming, then he signs. He goes to leave, but Sami's like, wait a minute, Walter. Then he gets serious, gets in his face, tells Walter that he believes that I believe in what? I believe in myself, I guess. And then you're looking into the eyes of the man who's gonna take you down at Mania. So basically, it's David versus Goliath, and Goliath is Walter, and Sami Zayn is David, and we all know how that ended in the Bible. David won, of course. So we'll see what happens with that. So like I said, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the back where we have our fool. R-Truth in the back with The Miz and Gargano and Ciampa. Miz tells R-Truth to be serious for a minute. And then in this cheer, Sangha and Veer, they came. And they came in. R-Truth is worried for whomever he has to fight them. Miz is like, oh, God. He says, I'll tell you later. So we get that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the match to see who qualifies. And basically it was a 3-minute suckfest. Did I say 3-minute suckfest? Pretty much. Somehow, someway, Miz takes out Jinder by balls at ringside. Sangha elbows R-Truth right onto Veer. And the Awesome Truth get the win to qualify. Obviously they were going to qualify. And obviously they're going to win the belts at Mania to get their WrestleMania moment. So we got that. So Austin Truth is in. DIY is in. I forget what other team on Raw is in. I forget. But there's 2 more spots left, and I think we're getting one on SmackDown this week, and I think the last one probably be the week after that. We'll see what happens with that. All right, we move on with all that. But the match was kind of boring, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we see Sami Zayn and Chad Gable again in the back. Sami ask him why you think I can't beat Walter. So Gable says, Sami, you are crawling through the window like an underdog. Wait, he crawled through the window? He's crawling. He's always crawling through the window. Wait a minute. I thought he was like Marty Jannetty. Jannetty tried to jump out the window to escape. You saw that? Oh, you blind! I knew he was gonna do that. I just knew he was gonna do that. He didn't need Jannetty. Yeah, jumped out the window. Pretty much. So anyway. So he's like, Sami, you're always crawling through the window like an underdog, and Walter is not gonna let you do that. Do I sense Chad Gable screwing Sami Zayn out of the Intercontinental title? Foreshadowing? We'll see. We got that. Alright, there we go. Drew McIntyre coming out for a chat, but then Seth freaking Rollins. Oh! So he comes out in a ridiculous suit that was probably not at the Men's Warehouse. So McIntyre doesn't like being cut off. Rollins says one thing Drew recently said was correct. The first step on the road to recovery is, my name is Seth freaking Rollins, and I'm a spotlight junkie. Really? Drew says everything is a joke to you, but then we get, what? Chance. McIntyre says means the fans are glad he took out Punk. Oh. That Twitter video he put up where he's like, let's do some triceps, and then he goes to lift the barbell like a bench press thing, and it has like big fucking things and like chains underneath, and he just goes ah, and it stops, and then that's it. I'm done. Well, Punk might be at Mania, so they might start that feud, and Punk is out of the cast right now, so I don't know when that match might happen, because I think Punk's not coming back till sometime in the summer, so unless he can heal pretty quick. I mean, he's healing kind of quick. Charlotte Flair's healing up, so WWE's gonna get 2 major players coming back, probably after WrestleMania, but we'll see what happens with that. All right. So anyway. Drew then goes on a rant about Punk, but Rollins says, shut up! And, says, I told the truth when I said it was a spotlight junkie. It gets better and better every single time I say it. Okay, Beetlejuice. By the way, the second Beetlejuice 2 trailer came out. Like this. I'll give it a chance, but you can't go wrong with the original. So, I've seen it 50,000 times, and it gets better every single time I see it. I mean, the original Beetlejuice is... Oh, no, I said it 3 times. Fuck! It's showtime. Jump in the line. Rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Okay. Also, let me move on. Alright, so, blah, 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 blah. Drew talks about how we've both been doing this for 20 years, and you have the wrestler's title. Why can't that be, why you get the biggest spotlight? Because you have the belt. It's like, all I care about is you making it to the ring at WrestleMania one way or another. And, kind of still driving home to get away from the bloodline shit. So anyway, so Seth starts getting pissed. Talks about how Drew won in front of nobody at WrestleMania 36. But you can't do it again when the people are here. He says at WrestleMania the lights will be on again, and you're gonna find out that you're just not that good, and pretty much you're not on my level. So it's a decent promo. I mean, the hype is just not there, but we'll see what happens with that as we go to this Monday night, and that's it. All right, so I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see a promo from the man, Becky Lynch, promising to be the last woman standing against Nia Jax. So we got that. Alright, then we go to another qualifying match in the tag team tournament. We got the New Day of that schmuck, Xavier Woods. Yeah, I heard what you said about Roman on Twitter. I heard what you said. People asking him, is Roman gonna retain? And Xavier Woods like, no, we need to end this already. No! No! Or what are you gonna come out and cost them? No, shut up. Shut up, Xavier Woods. Go be with your boy, Kofi Kingston! As they take on the Alpha Academy of the big fat man, Otis. And Akira Tozawa, Jack Roman's favorite boy toy. And this match kind of bored the hell out of me, and I don't think we saw Maxine Dupri at ringside. Well, it was a 9.5 minute match. The New Day get the win with the Limit Breaker by Mr. Xavier Woods. So they win. They go on to the ladder match, and they know something about ladder matches. Same thing with DIY. Miz in a way knows a thing or two about ladders. R-Truth will probably think it's a Money in the Bank match. I don't know. Something weird. I mean, it's gonna be fun to Truth's gonna do something weird, and the fans are like, oh, it's great. It is what it is. All right, so I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Then we got Liv Morgan wishing Becky luck against Nia Jax. See what happens with that. Alright, then we see Cody walking his dog, Pharaoh. He runs into Seth Rollins. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to SmackDown by myself. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we find out what's coming up on Monday Night Raw next week. What's coming Monday. And then we get that. Alright, then we go to Last Woman Standing, Becky versus Nia Jax. 18.5 minutes. It was brutal. Nia hits a solo drop on top of the chairs. Ow. Becky comes back, knocks Nia down, only to get chaired out of midair. Hey, that rhymes. And then Nia hits a bunch of chair shots out, and then drops the leg for a near 10 count, and chokes Becky with a chair. Becky fights out with a kendo stick shot. Apron leg drop misses as always by Nia. My hole! That. Becky hits a DDT onto the steps. Ow! For a 9 count. Nia gets up as Becky grabs a table. As we go to break, we come back. Becky gets off a table, uses a fire extinguisher to get Nia off a ladder. They get back in. Nia hits a Samoan drop through a table in the corner. Ow. Then she hits the Annihilator, the Yokozuna Bonsai drop. And Becky somehow gets up at 9. They go to the apron. Becky grabs a manhandle slam through a table at ringside. But somehow Nia beat the count. And with really nothing else working, she puts Nia on the announce table. And there's a ladder near there. She goes up to the top of the ladder, hits a Famouser on Nia through the announcer's table, and Pat McAfee was like, "Oh my god!" And Michael Cole's like, "Oh, it's on the table!" You know, Michael Cole, showed a little bit more oomph there. I mean, Pat McAfee was like, "Oh my god!" If it was me, I'm like, "By God Almighty! Ah! Jesus! Becky Lynch just put Nia through the table with the leg drop from the top of the freaking ladder! By God Almighty! They are broken in half!" See, that's why I do some epic commentary. But it is what it is. Alright, so Becky hits the Famouser through the announce table, and the referee's counting him out. Becky somehow gets up right before, gets up at 9, and Nia is knocked the fuck out. So, your winner of the last woman standing match is the man, Becky Lynch, in 18.5 minutes. Match was pretty good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. And then, to end the show, we have Mommy Rhea Ripley coming out, looking hot, and gets in the ring, and has a big old stare down with Becky. They're arguing, and then the feed cuts out. And there you go. And that's pretty much it. So, Raw wasn't that bad. So, I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show in a comment down below. But be a respectful comment, because if you're going to leave stupid comments, like I said, it's going to get blocked. And if you don't like it, too bad. Also, don't forget to like the video. Please hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and my other channels in the description box. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And share the video all over the internet. And once again, please hit that bell for more so you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, that's too bad for you. That rhymes too. And that's it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to get my quick Ring of Honor TV review for tonight. Because Mina Shirakawa was on the show tonight, and I gotta talk about my girl Mina Shirakawa. Even though she kind of lost to Anna Jay. Fuck! But, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright guys, anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cookies! And if you're not down with that, that's just too fucking bad, bitches. Cry me a fucking river. And that's, yeah, just cry me a river, because if you're not down, you're truly not down with that, too fucking bad. Because we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's it. Good night, everybody. Until next time.